Okay, now let's see how to write a program in VB.NET by using this example. You have two different equations in here. You have equation 1 and equation 2. In equation 1, you have x equals 25, y equals 50, your c equals x plus y. Now you want to find c. In your equation 2, x is 25, y is 50, z is 20, c is x plus y plus z, and you want to find c. If you look at these two equations carefully, you can see the common variables, which is x, this is y in equation 1, y in equation 2, c in equation 1, c in equation 2. So the common variables are x, y, and c. And this z becomes the local variables. So the x, y, c becomes the global variables, while z becomes the local variable. Since you have two different equations, you have to write two different procedures to calculate the equations 1 answer and equation 2 answers. But all these equation 1 and equation 2 procedures becomes under one class. The first thing you have to do is you have to write down the class. So in my case, I created my class as FRM scope. So I have to write public class FRM scope. Now we identify by looking at two different equations previously. My x, y, and c are common variables. So those becomes my global variables. So once you create the class, you have to declare it under that. So you simply says public shared integer x as integer, public shared integer y as integer, public shared integer c as integer. Because if you look at your equations, you can see x, y carries the integer type variables. So rather than telling just x, y, and c, I just mention int as the abbreviation to integer. So whenever I call this particular variable within the program, I know this is a integer type variable. So once I declare all the global variable, I need to create a procedure for my equation 1, which is x equals 25, y equals 50, so if I go back to my program, I simply says my integer x is 25, my integer y is 50. I can simply say like this without declaring it again, because I already declare it below the class. That means this global variable can be accessed inside this procedure. So then I have to say my c is equal to x plus y. So obviously I have to write integer c equals to integer x plus integer y. And then I want to show this c's answer in a text. So I simply says I create a label, and I'm going to says just give me the integer c's answer in top of this label. Then I have to create a procedure for the second equation, which is x is 25, y is 50 and z is 20. So the name of my second procedure is btn for answer 2. So I'm simply says x equals 25, y equals 50, my integer z equals 20. I can say simply my integer z equals 20 in here because I already declare my integer z inside this procedure. I haven't declared this one as a global variable because this variable is local to only this procedure. So my integer c is equals to integer x plus integer y plus integer z. So simply I'm telling to the program display my integer c in LBL answer 2. So when I run this program, I can say my first equation's answer is 75 and my second equation's answer is 95 because my c is x plus y in equation 1, my x is 25, my y is 50, 50 plus 25 is 75. In equation 2, my c is equals to x plus y plus z. So my x is 25, y is 50, z is 20. It adds together for 95.